Hi, Lee Phillips here again. Yeah, I'm still a lawyer. Sorry. My grandson actually went to school this fall, and the teacher says, "What does your grandpa do?" And he said, "Well, he's a lawyer." And the teacher said, "Honest?" And my grandson said, "No, he's just a regular one." Any rate, here's the question. How do I get more money into my company? I've set up my corporation or my LLC. If you set up a corporation, it asks you how much stock you want, and you probably got like 10,000 shares. Then you issued 1,000 shares to yourself, so you've got more shares in the company. In the LLC, you've issued 100% of the stock to yourself. So if I put more money into the corporation, I can give myself more stock. If I put more money into the LLC, I can't give myself more than 100% ownership of the LLC. Well, here's the catch, in both cases, really. That money needs to be shown coming in as an increase in what we call your capital account. Your equity in the company went up by the amount of money that you put in. It's an accounting issue. And I need to see that accounting issue so it's not a taxable event to the company. If I give your company money and I don't get stock back or membership interest in the LLC back, that's income to your company. If I get the stock back, then it's an exchange and there's no tax consequence. I exchanged money for stock. When you buy IBM, they give you give them green and they give you blue, right? So it's not taxable to them and it's not a tax to you. When you sell stock, hopefully it's a gain to you and you can pay tax on it. But look, I need to have my capital account go up by that amount. Well, is that what I should do? How else could I get money into my little company? It needs money. I would give it a loan, frankly. I need a note. I need to have the company sign the note. There needs to be an interest, reasonable interest. You can maybe even make it a really good deal interest. But there should be some interest. Otherwise, the IRS will attribute interest to you and say you got income. So I can do the note. Company signs the note. Now you have to look at your bylaws if it's corporation or your operating agreement if it's an LLC and see what needs to be done to have a loan come in. What do we need to do? Does the manager or the stockholders, members, who has to approve the company getting a loan? Because you're giving the company a loan. Company's taking on debt. So it will say in your bylaws or your operating agreement, should say anyway, what you need to do when the company gets a loan. Why would I give the company a loan? Well, I'm going to get a note back and all of that garbage. A couple of things. One, the interest comes to me as passive income, so I don't have to pay the Social Security, FICA, FUTA, and all that crap on it. So I'm getting money out of my company without paying an employment tax. Two, the loan, a debt, is a lot higher on the payback scale. If anything goes wrong with the company, and I'm sorry guys, a very high percentage of small companies fail. You need to think when I'm going into business, how do I structure this for the best result if this doesn't work? The loan is way high on the payback schedule, and the law has you pay this guy first, this guy first, this guy first, this guy first, and the last guy to get paid is the member or the stockholder. They usually lose their money. But if it's a loan, it's higher on the payback schedule, so to speak, and so I have a higher chance of being able to take that money out of the company before it goes totally under and there's no money left to pay the stockholders or the shareholders or the members or whatever it is. So, I kind of like loans. They're not too bad. And the company can pay off the loan basically at any time. And so you can get your money back. It really works pretty good, guys. So the two major ways you get money into the company is buy more equity or make a loan to the company. And you can decide what you want to do. This is Lee Phillips. I've been talking about how to get money into my little company. And why don't you get my 10 tax tips? They're pretty good, guys. We're thinking taxes when we're doing this, frankly. Now, don't forget to love us and like us and all of that good stuff, okay? Share us. We do pretty good with our little videos, and they're not bad. Share them with your friends.